Now, before I carry on, this is a thumbnail from Dan Wootton's channel regarding this story. As you can see, there are bruises all over poor Lucy Connolly's face. Obviously, it's been photoshopped. And after all said and done, the only bruises on her body are on her wrists from being restrained by prison officers. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that's okay. She shouldn't be in prison anyway. But there's something deeply sinister going on here where a woman with no criminal record is in prison for a tweet, which she, by the way, deleted. She got 31 months. She has been denied a early release or even weekend visits at home to see her kid and husband. She is quite literally the poster girl of wrongthink. But I think sensationalist YouTube titles and thumbnails like this from people like, is ex-media, for heaven's sake, Dan Wootton. You'd think he'd know better. But what really happened was she was told she was being moved into a different cell. That particular cell had someone die in it recently, and it was covered in someone's crap. And as I've seen happen so many times when I worked with prisoners, she objected, and rightly so. And then she was restrained by a few officers, placed in cuffs. Now, from my understanding, and I haven't done the job for a while, but for a prison to put cuffs on a prisoner, you need authorization from the governor, if I remember. And they're not like your traditional looking handcuffs, they're more like big massive padlocks. But it happened, something must have set that off, and apparently she was dragged into this cell, and according to Richard Tice, who went to visit, she was told not to speak about it when she leaves. Which is a bit odd, because you can't stop people talking when they leave prison. People always talk, and you can't make prisoners sign a waiver not to speak about what goes on. You can't do that. So this whole thing doesn't sit well with me, as you can imagine. So what the hell's going on? Now, I don't think we'll know the whole truth of what happened to her and why she was restrained until she comes out, and no doubt she will talk about it to the press. But one thing's definitely for certain, somebody somewhere is trying to break Lucy Connolly. After all, there are worse people in prison, far worse. So what are they hoping to achieve by treating Lucy Connolly like this? She'll get to the end of her sentence and she'll leave. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that Lucy Connolly is indeed a political prisoner. And she's been singled out to send a message. Is this under Starmer's orders? It wouldn't surprise me one bit. After all, his government's quick to crack down on words while turning a blind eye to real crime. And Lucy is paying the price for their two-tier justice system. The Manchester Airport attackers, those two idiots, they're up for sentencing in the near future. I think it's either next week or next month. But something tells me they're going to walk from court free men with conditions rather than being locked up. And one of them broke the nose of a female police officer, if I remember. Ricky Jones, another one who called for conservative throats to be slit for having the wrong opinion. I doubt very much he'll also get a prison sentence for the obvious reasons. But like I said, Lucy Connolly, she shouldn't be in prison at all. There are far worse things being said on X without any punishment whatsoever. And yet there she is behind bars having her life broken. And it just doesn't make sense. Think about it. This is what Richard Tice said. She was manhandled violently to the ground and then physically dragged up 3 flights of stairs, where she's thrown into solitary confinement for the rest of the day. This is a mild-mannered middle-class woman, and it stinks to me of somebody somewhere making the people who are meant to be protecting her and looking after her, riling her up so they could do this to her. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments as usual. So there we go, I'm Paz49. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe and all that lovely stuff, and I'll catch you at the next video. Roger Trout.